Welcome back to Chat Lab. I'm Evan.
And I'm Ethan. This is the podcast where thoughts are tested.
Today we once again do not have a topic, so we're probably just gonna chat. Maybe use that generator that we didn't use last time. We'll see. It's generally
We're just here to waffle,
questions.
spit some bars, my slime.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Anyway.
That's how. Anyway, that's how we're gonna be doing this time. That's we need to stop that now. But I suppose we could get into your week. How was it?
Well, let me tell you, John. It just sounds like a news report for some reason. I don't know why.
Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, John. Okay. All right. How's my week been? So we recorded last Wednesday.
How my
It's
week
been a
been?
full week. How my week been? My week been. Aye. What about you? Just like imagine we talk like Snapchat, Blue Chat.
Yeah, how you doing? I do good.
I do. WBY.
G.
Brother.
WBY.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah, so my week's been pretty good. I guess this week's been exam week. So, for me at least. So that's pretty good for me. I'm slowly finishing up. And what did I do on Monday? I think I just did study on Monday. I finished another assignment on Tuesday, and then today was actually busy because I had to present one of my projects and do an exam. And this exam is Le Proctored exam, the one that we talked about heavily in the last podcast. So if you don't know what they are, check that out. But yeah, so basically I just wanted to get more into depth about the proctored exam because there were some issues that came up between. So the three of us taking the exam are me, Connor, and Kuba, just in case I throw out those names there. I guess Connor had no problem, so I'll just be talking about Kuba in detail. So I'll go through my explanation first, just to give you a basis of how it should have went. So
Okay.
I log on to the meeting, no joke, 15 minutes early. Because I have to, apparently, right? And then turns out it's a one-on-one invigilation.
What's invigilation?
Like one examiner per person.
Oh.
All right, so I join.
That's weird.
I join, and it seemed that the majority of examiners were Indian for some reason, but that's okay. It is, I think, the cheapest place to outsource to for tech support. So, makes sense. But, yeah, so I join, and no joke, she sounds so robotic, I actually thought I was talking to an AI person for a minute. But that was weird. So, basically, what I had to do was I had to remove my second monitor from here, because no dual monitors were allowed. We were joking saying, what if we had 3 monitors, would we get away with it? Because it said no dual monitors. So yeah, she ran through all the rules with me. I had this ream of scrap paper that I was allowed, so I had to one by one hold them up to the camera and show her the back and front of each side of the paper.
Okay.
I also had to show her my calculator, the front and back of it on both the cover and just the physical calculator to make sure nothing was in there. I didn't need it, I just had one. And then I also had to hold my student ID up to the camera to confirm it was me, which is fine. Then that all went all right. And then she asked me to do the scan of the room, which was good. The only thing I found a little bit offensive was she mistaked my computer for a printer.
Okay.
For those of the unaware, my computer is a cube. So I just
It's a
found it
big
annoying.
cube.
She was like, what is the scanner like on your printer? And I went, that is my computer. Just fuck you. Anyway, I then had to remove absolutely everything from my desk because it was too messy not too messy, sorry. It specifies I'm only allowed what I am allowed on the desk. So I had my keyboard and mouse, obviously, my 2 pens for my paper, I had my calculator, and I had my water. I'm allowed that. I was also allowed bathroom breaks, but I wasn't sure how that worked, so I just didn't bother.
I'm sure you'd just be like, yeah, actually, I don't know.
Yeah, because, like, I don't know, I might cheat or something. I don't know. Either way, that was that, right? I go through the exam and it's fine. And no joke, I was curious to see, like, oh, maybe it's not a one-on-one. Maybe she just went through me and then to someone else and then just monitors a group of us or something, right? So we were only allowed Microsoft Word open, Visual Paradigm, which is the tool we use for the module we were doing, and Google Chrome were the only three things we were allowed open. I opened File Explorer to upload my document, and she was back within 5 seconds. Like, oh, are you uploading the exam? Like, she was there watching my screen, and because she knew I opened something that wasn't whitelisted or whatever they do.
Yeah.
It was so weird, man. Because, like, I didn't feel like I was being watched, but I knew I was. That was strange.
What did you say
Strange
though?
to me.
Were you just like, yeah?
Yeah, basically, I was like, yep,
All right.
uploading that B. So then that was how it should normally go. Okay. Let's go on to Kuba. So Kuba gets into his, and there's this woman who doesn't really know what she's doing. So what we were supposed to do for starting this exam was we were supposed to download a Word doc that was the exam paper basically, or it was a PDF, I think, was the exam paper.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had to download, or we had to make a blank Word doc and name it like examsolutions.docx or whatever to write into. So I don't know what this woman was doing, but she kept telling him to download the PDF and just change the extension from a PDF to a .doc or .docx. And obviously it's still encrypted and serialized, so it just comes up with a bunch of jumble, and Kuba's like trying to get his word out, and she's just like, no, follow my instructions, please. And he does this for no joke, but 11 times in 15 minutes, the exact same steps over and over again. One point, she even takes control of his thing and tries to do it for him, and it doesn't work. And he's like, no, I'm supposed to do. He finally gets his word out, like, and then she's like, oh, all right, and does it, and then it works. Like, he gets it working. And so that's whatever. She does the exam. But then because it took him so long, he was late submitting this exam. So then she was like about to wrap up the meeting, and Kuba was like, hold on. I am stating for the record, and just fucking slewed the woman of everything that was going on, and then went, alright, bye, and left.
Was it recorded?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What did
So he wrote it in the document, and then he was just like, I tried to get my point out, and I had been held back 15 minutes. I could not start the exam early. This woman was full on just stopping me from just absolutely slewed the proctor invigilator. And it was great. It was like, oh, like she probably thought like, oh fuck, that was stupid of me. I'm gonna get away with that. And Kuba was like, not a chance, woman. Absolutely not.
So he said it in the call and also in the document, did he?
Yeah, he wrote it in the document in case our lecturer doesn't watch the recording.
Yeah, but I mean, like, in one way, like, he doesn't really need to say it at the end, because at the start you could just watch 15 minutes of it and see that she was doing the wrong
I know,
thing.
right? Yeah,
but I
it
suppose
just depends if they're scrubbing, I guess. I don't know.
And I suppose
Actually, I'm not sure if
just
they
in
were
case.
recording from the very start. I don't know. Maybe they only started recording when the
true.
the exam started. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah, but it was just kind of like, yeah, I could see. Also, I suppose to show that he was actually frustrated by it. So even if they do see it and they're like, well, that was a mistake, at least they can see later on that he's like, this was not right.
Yeah. Yeah. There was no viewfinder for like your own camera, so you couldn't physically tell that your camera was on, other than like obviously the light that's on my camera. So I think that helped with me not feeling like I was being watched.
What do you mean?
Because like if I feel like I'm on call, I feel a bit more nervous, but I didn't feel like I was on call.
Oh.
So it was okay.
I think I would.
And then
I think I would.
Yeah. Then after that, or not after that, I suppose before that, this morning, chaotic energy was emitted this morning. So I had at 9 o'clock I had to get in with 6 other lads, and we, one by one he called us individually in the Teams meeting, and we explained our project to him, presented it to it basically.
Okay.
So I woke up at 9:01. By 9:02, I was sitting in that Teams call. But like in the middle of me running to turn on my PC, I absolutely RKO this no joke ginormous tall glass of my body all over my room. And oh my god! And then to add to that, right? So that was chaotic enough for me this morning,
Oh god.
right? All my mother slept in as well, which in turn made Kean sleep in, my brother. So not only was I late for class, he was late for class, but he has to physically be in school. And I think my mother had an appointment that she missed as well. It was just so chaotic, man. Just no one was waking up that
So
morning.
no one had a good morning, really.
Yeah, I mean, I was laughing about it, like, because it worked out in the end, because I wasn't first, so I got in and it was fine.
Yeah, but I mean,
And he actually, yeah,
did you get to clean up before you had to do your thing?
yeah,
Oh, that's good. So
yeah, he actually really liked my database. It felt nice, because I really, really did not feel like I knew what I was doing creating that and going through it.
well, you definitely didn't know what you're doing in the morning. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Well, he was enveloped in darkness as well, by the way. So like when he called me, it was just his monitor that was on. He had his camera on, but it was just his monitor light that was making him shine.
Jeez.
It was a dark morning, to be fair.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I didn't get up early.
Really? Right.
No. Yeah. So I have a busy, I suppose, 2 weeks ahead of me. What?
2 weeks?
No.
God damn.
A week and 2 days. I have a busy week and 2 days ahead of me. I have a group project that's due in 2 days. We have it finished. We just need to like get on a call and look over it together. That's fine. Turns out, by the way, there's not 7 people. There's 6. One of them was in my group for some reason when he wasn't supposed to be.
Right.
Don't know why. Don't know why I added him. I must have seen his name and added him because of that. But why? Like, I don't know. Either way. So that's nearly done. Well, it's done. We just need to look over it, really. Then I have a project due for the 18th. Well, it's actually due for the 19th, but it was originally due for the 18th. I've 3 exams coming up, or tests, and yeah, then I'm done until I have the bigger exam then in January, which is gonna suck.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why he didn't just, let us have more tests around this area. I mean, it would have been a bit more hectic, but at least I could just like relax and not have to worry about the one in January.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't let it hang over you, because, you'll have plenty of time to study after New Year's.
Yeah.
Definitely take the time off, like.
Yeah, and then yeah, that's really it in terms of like work that I have ahead of me. So yeah, it's just gonna be busy. That's pretty much it, honestly. But then we've been trying to he's been trying to, like, for the one in January, right? We have to write it, like, actually, like, on paper and then submit it that way, like upload it. And he's been trying to teach us, like, how to scan pages and then upload as a PDF. And I actually missed the lecture this morning, but I didn't actually think I had one because, like, I told you that I was busy from 10 to 11, but then after that I realized that we have everything done for him until January, and he had said last week that we don't have a lecture, so then I thought we don't have a lecture today. I was wrong. But it's fine. All I missed was him teaching people how to upload a PDF for over an hour, so it wasn't that bad.
Oh, I wonder how he gets people to scan the documents.
Just, it's either take a picture or use like an app for scanning.
If you have the same phone as me, use the Notes app on your phone.
Oh, do they have a scanner? Do they?
Yeah, you click like add a photo, and you can choose like take photo, choose library, scan document, and you can scan it, and then you can save it to your files, and then or email it to yourself.
Oh, cool. So yeah, that's the dealio with that. But like, we also have this assignment to do, which is get 10 pages of any handwritten work. Doesn't matter what, as long as it's your handwriting. Download the UCC cover page to put on the front, and then upload that as a PDF. It's like an assignment to see that we can do it.
Or that you can scan documents.
That we can scan documents and upload as a PDF. And then today he spent over an hour talking about how to do it, how to upload a PDF.
That's a pretty good assignment, though. I can't lie, because like obviously spending over an hour to scan documents, upload PDF is ridiculous. But it's a really smart choice to just make, oh yeah, here, get a bunch of documents, scan them and upload them to me. I want to know that you can do this, because he wants absolutely zero fucking shit when you go to submit it and be like, I can't get it to work, sir. I can't get it to work.
But why 10? 10 pages.
I'm assuming that's the number of pages you're going to
It will be, but like why 10? If it's a test, it can just be like if it's
because what if someone comes back and is like, oh, sir, I only got 9. I didn't know we had to upload 10. Or something weird, man.
I don't know.
But he's just trying to make it as close to the thing as possible.
Yeah.
Like I guarantee, like if you're worried about having 10 sheets that correlate, don't, because you just take 10 random sheets from your folder from school.
Yeah, no. One of the guys in my course, he said he's just gonna write "I love BIS" like 20 million times on a page, every line, and then just as a test, like random handwriting. I also don't have anything from school. I threw it all out. There's no need for me to have anything. Why would I need to have random pages of handwriting of homework?
Well, I have my French Bible from school.
I have books. Like I have my business books and my tech graph book, because it's a kind of like, look back on it type thing, because I know like my dad had kept his book, I think, and shown it to me, so I thought it was kind of probably keep it anyway. Kept business because obviously my course is business based. I kept things like that, but I didn't keep any like homework sheets. I don't need.
Yeah, I found a copy full of applied maths there the other day, like randomly. So I didn't keep it on purpose. But speaking of school, I got my leaving certificate in the post today.
Why?
I'm showing it to Evan. This is a full proper document of my leaving cert from 2019.
Why?
I don't know. I have one that you go into school to collect. I got that on the wall. I have that on the wall right now. But this is like the official document. Like.
So is the other one.
Yeah, no, this is like official. Like it looks like a passport. Like. It
why
just
now?
Looks so proper. I don't know why now.
It's nearly 2021.
I don't know why now, but yeah, I don't know. It's been about 15 months since I did my leaving cert. No. 17 months.
Now that's priority shipping if I've ever seen it. I'm telling you now.
Most definitely. But yeah, I just thought that was weird, and it was a good way to mention that.
Another thing, I don't really care, but I do. Like, it's just annoying. It's irritating. Is that every time I join, there's this one like tutor lab thing that we have, tutorial. There you go. That's the word I was looking for. We join the tutorial, and the two tutors are always like whining and chatting, like literally whining about something or giving out or chatting about whatever it may be every time we join, and they don't start for like another 5 or 10 minutes after the fact. Then they literally
what would they give us an example?
Whining about a lecture, whining about this, whining about that, and you're like, this, you're in a call with 20 people at the moment and more to come, and you're whining. Like,
yeah,
you're getting paid to be a tutor. Have some professionalism,
right?
It's just annoying because it's like, I don't want to hear it. I don't care.
I don't want to hear your shit, David.
I don't want to hear about your 4th year drama. Like, shut up. Be normal. Be a tutor.
Be normal.
The other tutors don't do that. They sit in silence until it starts, and then they start properly. Whereas these guys are like, no, and then they just eventually.
Yeah, that would annoy me too. Most definitely.
Because like, I want to be able to join a call and have it silent until it starts. But whereas
no, it wouldn't bother me. It's just because they're whining. Like if they were talking about like the class, maybe I wouldn't be too bothered. Like it's in amongst themselves, it's in like, oh, what are we gonna do today? How are we gonna do it today?
Yeah,
kind of thing.
that's okay. But when it like even a normal chat about anything that's not relating to it, like what we're doing, it's just annoying. Like I have to actually mute it because it's like I just want to sit in silence until it's ready to go. I don't want to have to mute you
Right.
every time because you're whining about this lecture that you have that, or you're giving out about the work that you have to get done by this time or whatever. Like shut up. Shut up. And then of course their tutorials are boring, but that's beside the point. Uh, but yeah, so that was kind of irritating. It happened today again, and I was like, "Oh my god!" So I sit in the group chat, and everyone was like, "Yep, yep." That's
Yes.
every time. I can't remember exactly what they said, but they were all like agreeing that just every time we join, they're just whining. So
Yeah, it's really unprofessional of them.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
Wow.
Wow. Anyway, we can,
Anyway.
we can pop open a topic thing.
Yeah, okay. Just before we start the topic, I just wanted to disclaim that when this goes up, Cyberpunk will be out, but we're recording this the day before. This is going to be like 2 minutes. I just wanted to talk about it. I somehow just decided I wanted to pre-order it. So I pre-ordered it 6 hours before it comes out. Just so I can preload the game and play it when it comes out. Hopefully, we'll see, because there is like a day one patch. Are you excited for the game?
I'm not really like excited, but I do think it looks cool.
All right. Yeah, I'll do another little minute and a half segment update, see how it goes next week when I'm played it for a week. But yeah, no, that's all I wanted to say. Let us begin the topic generator.
Okay. I see some of these are really bad, so I just have to keep going.
Yeah, we were speaking of whining, we were whining about this for about 10 minutes before the podcast started. These questions are way too like specific or boring. So we wanted to see if Evan wants to see if he can get a good one for us to talk about for a while.
For
just go off of.
For example, do you have any pets? Like,
I do. I have a pet snail.
Describe your perfect first date. I don't know if that works.
Nah.
Probably doesn't work. Unfortunately. Like, yeah, some of these are just really weird. If you could be any celebrity, who would it be? I suppose that's it. See, they're not really topics. They're more just conversation questions.
Yeah.
So what celebrity would you be?
Okay, so we need to discuss ground rules of this here.
Okay.
Do I morph into them, or do I replace who they are? So like, let's take Ryan Reynolds as an example. Does Ryan Reynolds now just become the placeholder of me, as in I become Ryan Reynolds, or I stay as me, but me and Ryan Reynolds like swap positions in life?
You are Ryan Reynolds, so you get his looks, his accent, his life.
Right. Okay. I'd probably be Tom Holland then.
Okay.
He's Wham.
Wham.
And he's dope, dude. I don't.
See,
I don't really have much to go off of it, really. I mean,
Yeah.
like, I wouldn't really class Elon Musk as a celebrity, but I'd want to be him if I could. I'm going off like TV show celebrities and stuff. Like, I wouldn't class Jeff Bezos as a celebrity either.
Yeah, but I don't think I'd like to be Elon Musk because he doesn't seem like he's smart. But other than that, like his life,
other than
his
being
life,
the second richest man in the world.
His life just doesn't seem interesting to me.
Oh, wow, okay, yeah, very
like,
contrasting. I find his life so interesting.
In terms of like work wise, he's always working, it seems, and there's been a lot of like stuff in the news over the years about how his work has really gotten to him, and there's just like different things, like he just doesn't seem happy either. Like,
yeah, it's because he's in the process of doing whatever he's doing, I guess.
Yeah, so I think I might go either Ryan Reynolds is a shout, to be honest.
Kendall Jenner, maybe.
No, Ryan Reynolds is a shout. I would probably go. Chris Hemsworth is pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. You see, I'm stuck between three. I've got Ryan Reynolds, Chris Hemsworth, or Stephen Amell. Stephen Amell is Arrow.
Right. Okay. Thanks for clearing that up. I had no idea.
He
Genuinely.
he is, as a straight man, for me as a straight man, I can say that he is a specimen. Not to mention, he's also really nice, and he's just really down to earth. So that
Okay,
would
this
be
isn't fuck, marry, kill. Who do you
no,
want
but
to
I'm
be?
saying that would be a good shot. But then when it comes to like Chris Hemsworth and all them and Ryan Reynolds, there's obvious reasons. So if it really came down to it, I'd probably be Chris. Nah, Ryan Reynolds is
Yeah,
really
Ryan Reynolds is too cool.
Ryan
Yeah,
Reynolds
he's
too cool, too funny. Yeah, I mean, imagine being Deadpool. Like that's just.
But like he's also like really funny, just like in general, like not just in his acting career or whatever.
Yeah,
You know?
he's like naturally funny.
Yeah, which
That's
is so
pretty good.
sick.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds, and you said who? Tom Holland.
Yeah.
I love how we didn't think about anybody aside from someone in like the fiction superhero space.
Yeah, I just picked Ryan Reynolds straight away and then just stemmed off from it. Like, who's near him ish?
Yeah. Next one. If you knew you couldn't fail, what would you do?
In life?
I'm sure it's something specific. Like, if there's something specific that you wanted to do, but, you couldn't fail.
I couldn't fail. Would this be one specific thing or everything I do?
I would imagine it's one specific thing. What would you do?
Oh.
Like, what's one thing you would do? Like,
Would
if
do
you
it a
wanted-
guaranteed I will get it done kind of thing.
Like, if you wanted to be,
The
if
best.
you wanted to be a celebrity actor, without fail, you will get it done.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna lie, these are gonna be quite boring options, but that's because they are going to be like career goals. Like, is
World
what I mean.
peace,
No, absolutely not.
happiness.
I would like to either be.
It's not what would you want to be, is what would you
I
want
know,
to
but
do.
that's what I want. I want to be something. I don't have anything else like I'd want to do without fail. I want to be something so significant, and the only thing that's so significant for me is becoming something.
Okay, well, what would you want to become? Get to the point.
That's cuts me off as I get to the point. We'll get to the point already. What's holding you back?
You.
Okay. I'd either like to be a back-end developer for Microsoft or Google, or like a famous YouTuber or streamer.
So without fail.
Yeah, so like I think without fail is in I made it. So without fail for the back-end developer means I get the job. Without fail for YouTube and Twitch means I gain a substantial following, like
you just
a
get
livable
picked up.
following.
You get picked up.
I get
somehow.
picked up, yeah. Even if I fall off, I got picked up.
Yeah.
So
And I'm sure with this question doesn't mean without fail in 50 years. Like, it's not going to take you that long to get it. It's like without fail if you started now, and you would get it quickly.
I just think it means if you started now, you would never fail. Like even if you had a slow burning goal, you wouldn't.
Yeah,
fail
but
at
I
it.
don't think it would take like 20 years to get that. Is what
Get
it-
which?
like as in I would imagine.
Oh, right.
If you're going 20 years with like 0 viewers, and then you get 5 million in one day, I don't think that really counts as a success, because there you are for 20
Yeah, like
years.
technically that's the monkey's paw of it, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
You got it without fail, but how long did it take you?
I would imagine it doesn't mean for ages.
Yeah,
I would,
let's assume it doesn't for the sake of it being good like that. Yeah,
I'd probably want to be like a famous music producer.
I know
or
you do.
artist. Yeah, that's because that's like that would be amazing. But then in terms of in terms of just a regular kind of, I would say not down to earth, but more down to earth than a celebrity, artist would be, like a very successful graphic designer, like a very well renowned graphic designer, because then you get bank. I was gonna say bang for your buck, but that's not right. You get bank, and then but you're not as like you're not famous in every circle ever. You're just famous, I guess, in, you know,
Your own bubble.
yeah, your own bubble rather than the entire world, which I would prefer.
Yeah.
In terms of like, you know, growing up, I would rather, you know, be in my 50s as a well-renowned graphic designer than a celebrity. So
Yeah, I guess.
yeah, so it depending on which lifestyle I'd want, I'd go for either of them. Would you rather be homeless for a year or be in jail for a year?
That's a really tough question
Now,
for me.
my question:
Okay.
what rule we have for this, or what parameter? Jail, does that mean you're in with the murderers, or does that mean you're in with like the people who didn't pay their child fees?
Are they not all in the same boat?
No, there's like group A, B, C, and then like C is the murderers, or A is the murderers, and C is like people who didn't pay children allowance, or whatever it's called.
Okay, all right. So let's give ourselves a charge. What would you get a charge for a year?
How would I know?
I don't know either. I'm asking a general question. So let's say it's like,
Let's say
let's say we were convicted with marijuana. I know I said that and I don't like saying that word. Let's say we were convicted with weed, of like a substantial amount. That's probably a year sentence in our country.
Probably.
Let's say that. Let's say it's a drug charge
Okay, a drug charge, sure.
or homeless. A homeless would be
Now, a drug charge, I'm assuming you mean possessing, because dealing and selling would be a lot higher.
no, but it would be charged with possession of like a dealer's amount, but you weren't dealing. So like that's how you get the year. Because if you're charged with like 5 grams, like you're probably not gonna get a year. But if you're charged with like a cup, like an ounce, but you're not dealing, meaning they can't cut any ties, you probably get a year.
I suppose.
I don't know. I'm chatting on my arse. I have no idea. I'm just
Yeah,
ballparking completely.
You really are.
I really am.
That's what I said, I suppose. Okay, so we'll say drug charge for so drug charge. So
Or just
I'd say for possession, you definitely wouldn't be in with the murderers, but I don't know if you'd be in with like the children payment people. You might be in between. Like, let's say there was 4, right? D is the child thingy. A is the murderers.
Trauma.
You'd probably be in C.
oh, all right.
I'd imagine.
You have
'Cause
like levels of security.
levels of danger.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
Like, I know of like with prisons and stuff, you do not throw a regular Joe Soap who just didn't pay their wife or their ex-wife for their child to, you know, get new books or something. They will not be thrown in with murderers.
I
So-
actually didn't know that.
Well, there you go. So I'd
Yeah.
say if there was like hypothetically 4 sections, you're in with the C. We're spending way too long on this, just making.
We really
rules.
are. Yeah. I'm sorry.
So it's either homeless or in with other drug charges people for a year. We'll just say that other people who did drugs.
Probably. Like I prefer to be homeless, not to be in prison, but probably prison in the long run.
I think.
Cause like think about it.
Yeah, you
Like-
think about it. You've got a charge in your record for a whole year in jail.
But
How you gonna
might,
how you gonna work at Microsoft then?
But you might, you know.
Die being homeless.
Yeah, like, or at least get very, very, very bad.
Yeah, but I think if being homeless for a year, I think might be better for the future, but it might be more depressing. Probably definitely is more depressing than jail. So, yeah, I mean, I'd probably go to jail. Okay. What is something that you've never done but you would like to try? See.
Coke? No, I'm kidding. Wait.
I drink Coca-Cola all the time.
Wow, right. I don't know. I I don't usually if I guess I don't know, skydiving or something. Like I guess like usually if I want to do something, I find a way to do it. You know, depending. Like if it's expensive, no, but like if it's just something I do,
Well, if it's something that like you can't do either emotionally or financially or whatever it may be.
I just don't have that right now. I don't know. I don't.
I probably I don't know. I'd love to throw a yacht party.
That'd be pretty sick. I'd love to go to one of those.
There you go.
No, I'd actually, I'd actually
I'll
love to
throw
go
it
to a
and
festival.
you come.
I'd love to go to a festival.
Like a good one, or like longitude.
Just a festival. And it just looked like 2020 isn't going to be the year for those either, because people are going to still be rocky about coronavirus. So
Yeah, you're all gonna get your own little bubble.
so absolutely not. Like, so I guess I have to wait 2021.
Yeah, well, 2021 is. It's still gonna be bubbles.
Oh, sorry, 2022. Jeez,
That's
I can't believe
weird.
2020 already happened.
That's weird, isn't it?
Can't believe 2021 or 2020 already happened. I'm losing my brain cells right now. Holy shit.
Yeah, I have felt that like I keep forgetting that it's nearly 2021 and that this is over, like 2020 is over. It's really weird. If this is kind of similar, but it's a bit more time constraint. If you only had 24 hours left to live, what would you do?
That's a big ask.
24 hours, mate. It's gotta be something. It's gotta be something that's like, you know. I'm sure there's no other limiting factor.
You gotta think about it though. Like, what can you do in 24 hours? Like, it's like, oh, I'd love to go like this place. It's like, yeah, but it takes you like 12 hours to get there. You're gonna waste 12 hours on a plane.
What if you got a first class?
Let's consider money isn't the fact in the issue.
So
here.
there's no limiting
Time
factors.
is the issue.
No limiting factors other than time. Oh. I think I'd probably go somewhere but get like a first class flight
Probably get a private jet to like the Bahamas or something.
or that.
Get a private jet to Ibiza for like a massive fuck off rave or something. That'd be sick. I don't know. Like I don't really have. I haven't really developed those kind of specific goals really because I'm not longing to do anything right now. I'm just kind of going through the motions of college and things, you know.
Yeah. The only problem is that as well for me is that like a lot of the things that were on like my bucket list are places like for places at least. They're all like a lot of them are like the other side of the world. Like
And they're things that would take a long time. Like I'd love to do Route 66 in America, but it takes 3 weeks to do it.
yeah, like I'd love to go to China, see the Tianzi Mountains, but I mean the
Right,
flight would be
yeah.
super long. So that would waste most of it. Even if I got a first class flight, it wouldn't be worth it. Same Vietnam, take just as long, not worth it even with the first class flight. I really don't know what I'd do. I'd probably just do something that's like, I'm
It's
dying.
just hard to do something really that you really want to do in 24 hours, you know?
I'd probably just go skydiving. Honestly, do something. Well, like if I'm gonna do something dangerous, I might as well do it when I'm about to die. You know, like
I guess, yeah.
because you're already about to, you know, pop your clogs. You might as well pop your clogs in the sky. In case you do, like, if that was a worry, is oh my god, I think I might die if I go skydiving. Like that's what's holding me back. If you've
I'd
got
love to
24
drive
hours-
like a supercar.
Oh yeah, actually that would be nice.
That'd be really cool.
I would love to drive a Ford Mustang, for sure.
And fly a plane.
Drive.
And a helicopter. I'd love to just operate a shit ton of vehicles.
I'd love to I'd love to try out. I'd love to try out shooting a gun because that would be kind of interesting.
Oh, true. Definitely yes.
I would wonder how it is. I'd like to try a gun.
I would be really interested
I'd
in
like
that
to
too.
drive a Ford Mustang and like a million other cars, but I'd start with the Ford Mustang and I'd swap out every now and then. And I'd like to skydive. I don't think I'd like to do bungee jumping. It doesn't seem as fun. It's a bit more sharp than
And
skydiving.
I definitely like to I'd like to like kind of almost like test co-pilot a plane with someone, you know, like those training flights things. I'd love to be able to
Oh yeah.
fly. That's just an interest of mine, I guess. Same with the helicopter. I don't know, it's just really cool.
I'd probably also like buy as many things as I could for other people.
True, I'd spend all my savings on other people. That's a good idea.
Yeah,
Not that
because
I have a lot of savings to
I
go
mean,
around, but
you could also just like, give it like it'll go to them when
Right,
you
it will.
die.
right, I will.
But if you're under the age of 18, which neither of us are, but even now, I'd say if we still died, it would go to our parents straight away.
I don't think it does.
Okay, well,
Um,
if you're under 18, let's say, then all the money would go to your parents. But you could buy stuff for other people, so that it gets spread further than the money would. Yeah, that'd be cool. It also depends how much savings you have. I'd say I'd have a long list of things that would be easier to get done quickly than
yeah.
one thing that would take the entire time.
But like another thing as well, do you know if you want to give someone to something when they're under 18,
Yeah.
it doesn't go to anybody. It gets frozen until they're 18
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
or like kept.
I have shares and I didn't get them till now. I still don't have them because we have to go through the whole process, but I still don't have them now. But I wasn't able to get them till now. So, yeah, I there's not one thing you could do like.
These are really hard questions. I kind of like it.
Yeah, they're just brain teasers, I guess you could call them.
Yeah.
If you could only eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be?
It's fucking you either way because you're gonna get not healthy somehow because you're not eating like balanced diets.
Yeah, true. Unless you ate something that was balanced.
What, like a smoothie or something?
Yeah, meat chunks in your smoothie.
Ooh.
Oh. Now, does a Thanksgiving dinner type thing or a Christmas dinner count as one thing?
No.
I'd imagine not. Okay.
No.
What-
If it did, I'd pick that. Like,
Now,
but it doesn't.
so no dish can be one thing.
Has to be a food item.
So if I pick I have to pick pasta and not like pasta carbonara.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess.
I think as long as there's only like one or
I think
two
you should
items-
allow. I think it's like one item of food with garnish.
Yeah.
So like, if you need to add a sauce, that's fine, but it can only be pasta. So if you want to add tomato sauce, fine. Mushroom sauce, fine. Whatever. But it has to be pasta.
Or rice or something like that.
Whatever you pick, like.
Yeah, like if you pick bread, you don't also get peanut butter.
Yeah,
I would probably go with pasta carbonara, honestly.
It would have to be insignificant, like flavors. Like if I pick bread, I'm not gonna get like Nutella. Like I'd probably get like butter and like jam.
I still don't think you'd even get butter or jam.
You just think it'd be bread. All right.
Yeah, but like if you were like in
wait,
terms of like
You
picking,
think pasta carbonara counts? Because you're picking pasta, cheese, and ham or bacon.
an egg.
Yeah, that's really a dish.
Yeah, that sucks.
I'd pick that also if it wasn't.
I would pick that 100%, but I suppose that kind of ruins the whole point of you can't pick a Christmas dinner because there's this, and this.
Yeah.
But my thought process was just that a Christmas dinner is a lot more spread out, whereas pasta carbonara is like all together.
Yeah, but like, still made that way.
I actually have no idea. Okay,
Then what do you count a pizza?
Okay, how about the like you can't just have the pizza base. How about this? We'll change one thing to one meal. Pasta carbonara is my answer.
You just don't want to think anymore, do you?
Well, no, because like nothing would work as one thing. For the rest of your life, one thing.
Well, yeah, that's the point.
There's nothing you can have for the rest of your life that's one thing. Because anything you think of, chances are, there's more than one thing in it. You know? You can't pick like a toasty, because that's 3 things. 4 things if you add butter.
Okay, fine. We'll pick a dish. You have to pick something other than carbonara because you already made the decision before we changed the question.
Okay.
Probably go with.
Probably go with porridge.
Porridge?
Yeah.
Huh.
But porridge how I like it. Like, not like, not just bland. Because I make porridge with bananas, sugar, and sometimes a bit of strawberry. Chances are it's just banana and porridge. Banana, porridge, and sugar. So porridge. Because it'll fill you up. It's good for you. You got fiber.
For a mass gainer shake, man.
What?
Get a mass gainer shake. Say less.
Mass gainer shake?
Yeah, man.
What's that?
The weight gainer shakes.
Oh. You're going to get one of them?
Yeah, man.
That's the one thing you're going to have for the rest of your life.
Cookies and cream flavors, Ulik. Don't worry about it.
Is that literally your answer?
No, see, I want to pick pizza. Because it's like the only thing I eat already. So, but do you know what it's going to be? If it's a dish, it's going to be the chicken burgers, but the way I have it. So I get these Sizzler chicken burgers, the bird's eye ones. They're spicy. Okay. And then I just have some cheese on it. Sometimes spicy cheese if it's seasonal. Chili cheddar, if you will.
I'd love a chicken sandwich now.
And then on the bottom bun is just this hot Nando's peri peri mayonnaise. Then the chicken burger. Then the melted chili cheese over it. Then on top of that, I put the ketchup on. And then I have these, they're called crispy Chinese 5-spice onions. And they're just in little shards kind of things. And I sprinkle that on. And if lettuce, if I'm feeling up to it. But yeah, that is what I need for the rest of my life.
Actually, in terms of practicality, porridge. In terms of taste and like absolute love, I have these burgers that are brioche bun, lettuce, Edam cheese, barbecue sauce in the bottom, ketchup on the top, slice of bacon, maybe 2 if you're feeling.
I'm with you.
And then proper butcher burgers, and it is the nicest thing in the world.
Oh.
I had one there on Sunday. Amazing. Or Monday. Amazing.
Yeah, I'd go with that chicken burger for the rest of my life.
Or chicken pot pie. They're both great. So I've 2 I like them and 1 that's functional. Yeah, I'd say those are my Oh, now I want a chicken sandwich and I want a burger. Kind of want a chicken pot pie again. Why have you done this to me?
Chicken papaya.
No, chicken pot pie. Yeah. What is one weird thing about you?
Jesus, where do I start?
Well,
I talk to myself a lot.
I can name like 10 like right now.
I talk to myself a considerable amount.
I talk to myself a lot as well. And do you ever get this thing where you're like explaining something to yourself and then it dawns on you that you're talking to yourself, so you already know and understand, so there's no point in you explaining it to yourself, but you still do?
Yeah, it's a comfort mechanism.
Yeah,
that's coronavirus did it to me though. I think
I will say something that's not common. I would call that common. Something that's not so common is I have this like uneven thing. I'm not gonna call it OCD because it's not OCD. It's something different. I think it is OCD, but I think it's mild, so it's like not, as strong as some people have it. Like my life isn't ruined because of it, because I know some people's lives actually are. So if let's say my left elbow touches the cold part on like a car door, I will have to turn turn and hit my other elbow off that cold part so that they're even. It is the weirdest thing ever. I can't remember when it first started, but I've had it for a while. And then I found I was watching a video ages ago where Jacksepticeye said the exact same thing, and I was like, oh, I'm not alone. And then someone forwarded me like a forum. Was it you?
Yes, I think so.
I think you forwarded me a forum that was like everybody having the same problem on Reddit, or not problem, but thing on Reddit, and they were all like, I was like, my people. So I'd say that's one non-common thing about me, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely a bit of just a boring person in general, but I don't know. Most of the things I do are just they're strange to regular people, but they're also a common thing to do. They're strange amongst my friends, not amongst people.
Yeah. What's the worst movie you've seen? The worst movie.
The worst movie. That's a hard one.
Yeah.
Because I don't actually form connection with the worst movie I've ever seen.
Exactly, yeah. So it's a bit of a tough one. I'm not too certain.
No, I can't actually say because I don't actually sit through a whole movie if it's bad.
Okay. Let me rephrase. What movie have you stopped watching because it was bad?
Oh, jeez.
That might be a better way of saying it. Because then you just have to remember. Honestly, I can't think myself. That's why I'm kind of pushing it on you.
Yeah, no,
The
I
worst,
don't know.
worst movie. Frozen. Frozen was bad.
I like Frozen.
Frozen was bad.
I like Frozen a lot.
Thor: Dark World.
I like the movie too.
You're so weird.
Yeah, I like it though.
There wasn't any. There's nothing that's like overly horrible though. And usually when it gets so bad, it becomes funny. Like, you know, the Velocipaster.
Oh yeah.
That's so bad that it's funny. So I like there's like a really narrow middle ground there where it's actually just a bad movie.
I don't really try out new movies that often. I can't lie to you. Like I usually know what I'm getting into.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like that movie Lucy. I didn't mind it though.
I know a really bad movie that I watched. It was called The Babysitter. It was like
The
a
Babysitter.
piss take horror movie, and no, absolutely.
Did you watch the new one or the old one?
The new one, I believe. It's really bad.
I haven't seen the new one, but the old one was. It was okay. I mean, it's not like gonna win any awards. It had loads of like Viners and YouTubers in it, so
Yeah.
it's not gonna win any.
But
awards.
it was just really bad.
Yeah, I don't. It's so difficult like finding bad movies though that are like legitimately the worst without it being funny. Yeah, I'll just say Frozen or Thor: Dark World. Thor: Dark World because everybody thinks that's bad anyway, so at least I won't get cancelled. Would you rather like a toilet seat or a garbage can, rubbish bin, whatever you want to call it?
Toilet seat.
Why?
Because it would generally be cleaner.
What about like the Limerick bus station toilet seat?
Over what bin? What bin compares to that?
Most bins, really.
Yeah, so I'd probably still look at you.
Ah, what?
How dirty is the like?
Yeah, but at
you're
least
looking at bin, man.
At least a bin has like food generally.
Yeah, gone off food and everything. Man.
Yeah, a
No
toilet
way.
seat is just pee and poo.
Poo on the toilet seat.
Have you seen
You've been
Limerick
hearing
bus?
fibs,
Have
man.
you seen Limerick bus station?
Poo on the toilet seat, man. That's poo in the urinals, man.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's not
Anyway,
Anyway, not ideal. If you were asked to teach a class, what class would you teach? I'll tell you what, wrap it up after this one anyway.
computer science and or mathematics.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Probably go with business or English
Gay. What?
or biology.
Call me the nerd.
Bro, you calling me gay as an insult? What, bro?
What's up?
You're about to get cancelled, bro. Yeah,
What's
no.
up?
I think yeah. Business, biology, or English, but I think I'd be better at business and English than I would at biology. And even then, I think I'd be better at business. So we'll just say business. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, there we go. We did some chats. We did some questions. Now it's on to Weekly Dose of Life Advice. I could not find one for the longest time. And I finally have one. Now I actually have two technically. But one's actually advice, one's just kind of like, whatever. If you're not sure if an egg is too old to eat or not, then submerge it in water. Uncooked fresh eggs sink in water. Spoiled eggs float.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I've heard it, but
practical. But
I've
yeah,
heard
I've
it,
heard
but
it as well.
I wasn't sure. I think I've heard it actually for boiled and raw. I don't know if I've heard it for spoiled. So that's a good one. I might as well throw in the second one too, since that was just kind of like very specific. The two people you need to be completely honest and completely and 100% honest with is your doctor and your lawyer. Which is obvious enough. That's why I was like not gonna make it the main one. But makes sense. Considering, like,
Yeah, I mean, I don't get people that lie to their doctor, man. Obviously, I'm never in a place to talk to a lawyer, so I don't have a lawyer.
I think you'd
But
lie to your doctor if it was like you were embarrassed about something, or you were with somebody
not,
that you didn't want to like say what it was with them or something like that.
Yeah.
But I think at that stage you just need to be like, "Yo, can you get out?" and then be honest. But usually you're not faced with those challenges until the doctor asks you, and then if you ask the person to step out, it's very obvious what the answer would be. So, yeah. That's it. That's us.
All right, so I guess we'll see y'all next week.
Bye.